All right. Hello, everyone. It is Saturday night. We are back. My mic volume is turned way up too high, or at least the headphone. There we go. That's better. All right. So, how's everyone doing this evening? We're back. I'm excited to be back working on this MG Heavyarms Custom and hanging out with all of you. Today's leg day. Looking forward to building at least one of these legs and doing all that stuff. I'm also looking forward to giving away some kits tonight. We've got 3 kits and another display tool up for grabs. The HG Leo NPD, that's the Build Divers version, an RG Wing Gundam Zero EW, as well as a high grade Infinite Justice Gundam. So 3 awesome kits. Those first 2 donated by NoobSauce0. Once again, he sent me a ton of kits to give away, which is amazing. And then finally, we have a Cerebus file from Disbay. Box was a little banged up, so it's on the list of things they told me just to give away. So we'll be giving one of those away tonight, hopefully, as well. So should be pretty cool. I'm going to jump into the chat and say hello to everybody before I get started for the evening. But before I do that, I do want to hit my two usual things. Number one, if you enjoy these streams, I would appreciate you hitting that like button. I don't ask for this very often, but it does go a long way to help show this stream to more people, and clearly more people need to hear about Mecha Warehouse and hang out with us tonight. And the other one is, if you were thinking of hitting up mechawarehouse.com tonight, this live 10 code is active tonight for the duration of the stream, so you can save 10% over at mechawarehouse.com. We got some amazing stuff in on Friday. Unfortunately, some of the really hot items are already sold out from that restock, but there definitely, I think, are some cool kits and such up for grabs still, so definitely take a gander over there sometime tonight while you're hanging out, if you're on the market or in the market for some more kits or tools or any of that kind of stuff. So with all that behind us, let's hit up the chat and say hello. So what's up, Patrick Eason? How's it going? Dylan Dull, Michael Bussert, Demon Tech, Lewis Wong, Kyle Dixon, what's up? Andy Gutierrez, what's going on? And we're building a long stream today. I got HG Zaku. I'm working on nice. Which HG Zaku, since there are approximately 2.5 million HG Zaku variants. What's up, Matt Morris? Working the HG the O. Very nice. What's up, Chad Creamer? Uzju. Working on G Gundam. Cool. What's up, Anthony Aiello? What's up, Gunpla Viking? Ria Kath? George Lakeo? Buster? What's up, Kyle? Kyle Dixon. Spent the last 3 days at Legoland, which was awesome, but ready to get back to Gunpla. Nice. Which Legoland? Because they got a bunch of them, don't they? I kind of wanted to hit that up on vacation a couple of years ago. We were in Orlando, but we never made it. What's up, John Moorhead? Arcs 178. Studio WD. Farlez Barkley. Let's see. Andy Gutierrez definitely another kid to build after the Zaku. Good luck today, everyone. What's up, Grayson Perkins, Erfig, Cole Smith, Jason Galloway, George. Hey, everyone, can we start claiming numbers now? Wait, George, until I post the number range, because you don't know what that range will be yet. So just stick around, keep an ear out, and you'll hear when it's time to start putting numbers in the chat and stuff. What's up, Orlando, Jared, Josh B. What's up, man? I love this kit. I wish I could build it. It is a nice kit. Very nice. We got the non-custom version as part of this restock. We had a few left, I think, this morning, or at least early afternoon when I posted everything, but they might be gone now. I'm not sure. It's a Galactic Emperor. I was just watching Kaiju Corps talking about the new statue in Fukuoka. Yeah, it's definitely big Gundam news. What's up, Jason, Alex McLean, Chad Creamer, Mark D, Samuel Kaiser, Connor Brophy. What's up, Mr. Outside, Artie DeEnd, Nathaniel Farley. I totally forgot about the stream code. I placed an order with you like 4 hours ago. Well, there is 10% gone. Maybe I'll remember next time. There are definitely some other codes around too, if you look around. Hint, hint. What's up, RDD? And still sanding heavy arms, I see. Yes, always sanding, all the time. What do I do to get an orange Mecha Warehouse sticker next time I order? If you put it in the notes, I can make sure that you get an orange one. They should cycle through and rotate as you place orders, though. So if you've only placed one order in the past, then you'll get an orange one on your second order. Typically is how that works. What's up, Chow Tran? Jamie Carrasco, what's up? Link X, Thrash, Ganoob, Yo, back from our second stream. Welcome back. What's up, Anime Summit? HGMS06S Sakutu. Cool. That still only narrows it down to like, you know, 1 of a million instead of 2.5 million, but that's okay. It's a Dystopian Caveman, Shammy Wilson, Legoland Orlando. Love the Pirate Resort. Great theming activities for the kids. Nice. What's up, Sebastian Cohen, James Clark? It's a Jew. It was Jew. Are the repaired stickers still in circulation? We still have a few left, I think. They will definitely be out in the next, maybe even by the end of the weekend. I'm not sure. Depends on how many orders we get, but we're definitely running low. I only expected them to last about a month, and that expectation, I think, is shrinking. I think we're shipping more orders each month, so that number's not great. Nice. I love that y'all have a system for the stickers. We have a system for everything. It's a ANW1234. All right, I think I'm caught up. So, building time. Meat Runner XB. So, what is everyone up to? They are so good. Oh, the repaired stickers? Yeah, the artwork was great on that. Nickel did a amazing job, as always. Love the interview you did with Minion Dylan. Nice, glad you liked it. Did you check out the other one too? We've got the Orion's interview up as well, and I'll probably be sitting down with Kate next, my wife, which will be a really interesting one. Not sure when that one will air though. I haven't sent this week's weekly update yet, but the interview with Dylan was great. Nice, already schoolwork. Sorry to hear that. Looking at the site, trying to find a kit to buy, but I have most of the ones in stock. If you go and look at the in-stock filter, we have a lot of stuff in stock. People will say like, "Hey, you got nothing in stock." We've got a lot in stock, just not a lot of certain categories. So you might be surprised if you dig a little deeper what we find. Hey, I'm coming to the open house with 4 kids. Some may want to do other things with mom. Got ideas for them to do in your neighborhood. What ages, Robert? I'm not super familiar with that area actually, because I spend most of my time at the warehouse. I'm trying to think. There's got to be something good. I mean, we're like right next to Manchester, and Hooksit's a pretty decent sized town for New Hampshire, so I'm sure there's some stuff around. 4 to 12. Is there a Nick sticker? There is a Nick sticker. Those were going out in orders months ago. Do I have any here? I don't think I have any here with me. I watched your videos of moving in the warehouse this week. Congrats on being there for a year. Thanks. Star FM Clem, you got them nice. These kits have inner frame, or are they a little older? These have inner frames. Finally built my DIY spray booth. Cost around 90. Has 2 exhausts, 3 LED bars, and a backflow preventer. Nice. Happy you finally got Shenlong, and me too. I've been waiting for those since July of last year. It's been killing me waiting for those. I was promised them when we were still in the attic. I'll stop procrastinating and start studying for the test I do tomorrow after the stream. What's up, Ori? Watching on my way home from Disney World. Driver is not watching but listening. Nice. Working on the RX-79 Gundam ground type, master grade, nice. Any updates on new potential merch? You're still talking ideas. I posted some ideas in our order research channel on the Discord, which is where I post things I'm thinking about ordering so I can get an idea on quantities. And so I'll probably pick out those things. Maybe on Monday I'll start looking a little bit deeper into which one I want to, one or ones that I'm ready to do next. Nick sticker is popular in my house. Nice restock this week. What sold out first? I think it was either the new Gundam Verka or the Master Grade Sandrock. Master Grade Sandrock, we only received 12. I think 3 got damaged, so we only had 9. And the new Verka, I think we received 24, but something like 15 of them were damaged, so it was in a similar boat. Both are pretty popular, and so they just kind of evaporated really fast since there was so much damage and or not enough to cover that damage. I was surprised the full armor Gundam though lasted until into the evening sometime before it sold out. Mecha Diagnostic stick grabbed it on my cutting mat. Nice. Galactic Emperor. I put it in the fridge. The wife tried to claim it. Nice. Should do magnets actually. Some of these things would be really cool. Working on V8 and Mercurius. While Kid is working on Mark II Gundam and watching Double Zeta. Nice. Opinions on 30-minute missions. I think they're cool. I think the 30-minute missions are great. They're good if you want to like customize stuff, because they're basically set up for kit bashing and doing all sorts of good stuff with. And they're solid, basically like a high-grade kit. You have the RG Wing Zero custom in stock this year, because knowing my luck, I hate winning nothing. I think we have them in stock right now. Just waiting the coffee to be done. Nice. So glad I got my Sandrock. Nice, cool. What's up, Rob the Builder? You'll see the 1-1 scale RX-78 they unveiled in Yokohama. It moves on partly wind energy. Yeah, I think that's old news at this point, right? Carries responsibility for broken kits at the end of the day. So if you're talking about kits like at the warehouse, it depends on where they got damaged. Generally speaking, when things come in damaged, I can make claims to my suppliers. They'll usually request pictures and probably go after the shipper for that damage. But usually if things aren't damaged that bad, I just take them and deal with them on my own, which is the majority of stuff. I know it's been brought up, but would still love a Mecha Warehouse cutting mat. I think we'll do one at some point. They're just the kind of quantities I need to make. It's a little bit bigger of a commitment. I have to really do some serious research before jumping into that. It's not like printing a t-shirt, which is pretty easy. Good evening all. Awesome restock this week. Bought MG Sandrock and Shenlong. Been looking forever. Nice. That's a different one from the other one closer to Tokyo. This one they showed a bit ago. Slightly moving, but it can walk now. Well, I mean, the Yokohama Gundam's been able to, I don't know about walk, but it can move. That's the moving one. That one was up like last year sometime, I think. I think the new news is the Fukuoka new Gundam they're planning on putting up now, which will be interesting. What's up, Sigzion? How was everyone's day? The appearance of walking. Yeah, moonwalks or something. I definitely paid $20 for heavy duty fridge magnet rocking your logo. To see what options are out there for magnet manufacturing. But that might be a decent idea too. It's been nice and lazy. I am a little jealous. I don't get many lazy days. ask about the long-range fin funnel in the ARC 78FF since they're making a kit for it too. Cool. Mecha Warehouse number 2 pencils. The day was a 2-alarm dumpster fire, then I clocked out and came home. Awesome. Limited edition license plate holder. License plate holder would be interesting. Now we're getting into some crazy territory though. Day was good, work was busy, so it went by quickly. Nice. My day was pretty good as well. Had a belt test for some of my students this morning, so I got to push them all a bit. Brought some chairs and a table over from the dojo to the warehouse for the event next week. And ended up mowing the lawn and then watching a movie with the family, so not a bad day. Mecha Warehouse, build your own warehouse kit. Day was really good when clay shooting with my son. Nice. I never got into shooting clays. I tried it once. I forget if it was skeet or trap, but it wasn't really my thing. But it seems like it could be very fun if you're into that kind of thing. Build your own warehouse kit. Live for your die. Mecha Warehouse nipper covers. There's a bad joke in there somewhere. That's getting into territory where it takes some work to figure out how to manufacture something like that. Other Mecha Warehouse decals? Not yet. I've been wanting to do decals. It just hasn't been able to happen yet. C1, 9, and 10. Love a Mecha Warehouse flag to hang up my workshop. Flags I thought about doing at one point. Who's getting the first Mecha Warehouse tattoo is a real question. That would take some serious commitment right there. We did trap and it was a lot of fun. Only second time we've done it. Nice. Okay, this is crazy, but have someone 3D model your robot head and see if you can sell limited edition 1/44th or 1/100 scale resin heads. You could also sell the file, just saying. We're going to do something along those lines at some point. It's just a lot of these things are huge time sucks to get them figured out. And I've been buried. So hopefully once I get this next position filled, maybe I can free myself up a little bit more. Mecha Warehouse chairs for slouchers. Trying to get myself in gear and do some painting tomorrow. Nice. I've been so lazy with my own painting stuff. I just had like too many things going on, I guess. Last weekend we went to an air show, so I didn't have any time. On Sunday, which would be the day I normally do painting and stuff. I forget what happened the week before that. I was busy too. Or was at least like demotivated or something and wasn't in a place to gear up and get started. Ski, you get a 25/25 patch from the club for a perfect round. It's pretty cool. Flag or pendant of some type to hang up would be cool. What a Mecha Warehouse mug shaped like Mecha Blue's head. Okay, that's getting a little crazy. Obviously, we're waiting for the 3MW sanding kits. I gotta talk to them about that. I don't think they're... I'm not sure they actually private label stuff that way. Like we all kind of thought. definitely buy a... Oh, I could use a new mouse pad. Mouse pad would be interesting. I've been too lazy too, Nick. Just been drained from the work week. Yeah, I feel that. Definitely buy a Mecha Warehouse inspired resin or 3D printed 30-minute missions options. Mecha Warehouse didn't paint for airbrushes. I want to do a line of paint at some point. I feel like I would be able to kill that if I ever got around to it. Nick, is there any news about the MG Virtue? No, but I expect to hear like towards the end of the month, so maybe another week or two is when we get confirmation on all our orders, and then we'll be trying to get our pre-orders up and ready to go sometime in that time frame. Question for painting airbrush. Do you use your own made vent box or do you buy one? I bought one here, but making one's a cool option. Let's buy MG Shenline Epi on decals. Thanks to discount code Nick. No problem, Lance. Thank you. What's up, J Punisher? The RG Win Custom is in stock. Looks like I'm accidentally going to place an order. I hate when I accidentally order these things I want. It just keeps happening too. Do you have an ETA for the RG High New? No hard ETA. I forget when they were due in, but they're due relatively soon, I think. But I won't provide an updated ETA until I see them on the move. Clips and Virtue are both kits I swear I ordered, but must have been in a fugue state. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. I don't think we've had Virtue pre-orders up. Eclipse we did the lottery for because we were pre-allocated. What's up, people? What's up, Gilly? Jilly? Whichever one that's supposed to be. So are there any questions you get tired of answering? Mostly just questions about when item X, Y, or Z is coming in. Just because it's, I don't know, questions I can't usually answer like satisfactorily. I hate just telling people like, I don't know, whenever it comes in. But I have to answer that a lot that way for a lot of these things. Got the High New pre-order, been hearing it's amazing. Looks like it's there. Yes, are we there yet? Yeah, it's pretty much that kind of question, and it's not that it's not a reasonable question to ask, it's just I can't really answer it well, so. And I kind of hate repetition to a certain extent. Probably if you ship giveaways to X country. I don't actually get that very often. I get more often, do you ship whatever, can you ship to whatever country? And that's another one where it's just like, nope, sorry, because there's not much I can do there either. Probably you can ship, definitely need to get one of those High News too. Only positive reviews so far. I bet it was going to be a good kit. So I didn't really get the High New Bazooka. I tried, but there was too much traffic that boom, it was sold out. Just have to get into paint mode sometimes. Don't have a dedicated space for painting, so each time I'm setting everything up and taking everything down. Getting a dedicated space helps a lot. Having my airbrush station set up here makes it a lot easier than it used to be for me. And I'm hoping it will be even easier when I get the attic squared away with the new floor and all that stuff. Okay, J13. Does Mecha Warehouse have a storefront? Not really. We have a warehouse. People who want to are welcome to come visit the warehouse and browse the warehouse, but orders are still basically placed online. We've no like point of sale, no cash register, none of that kind of stuff. And we're only open like 10 to 4 during weekdays right now because we're there operating, as a warehouse, not to be a storefront. Someday we will have more extended hours and an actual storefront, but that might be, Mecha Warehouse 3.0 or 4.0 by the time we're ready to do that. Because I don't, for the number of local pickup orders we get and stuff, I don't think it makes sense right now to pay somebody to mind the store for longer hours and stuff like that. Just got the Sosby for COD the other day. Can't wait to jump in after I finish my current build. Nice overhead. Same problem with the bazooka and Messer Commander. So how do your pre-orders work? I got a pre-order. I noticed the RG High New isn't available for pre-order anymore, sadly. If you need a forklift driver, give me a call. That'll be a long time out too, probably. So our pre-orders, when we get the item confirmation on how many we're going to get, we post the pre-order, and then the pre-orders open till they come in, basically, or we sell out. So in the case of the RG High New, we have plenty more coming than what we're offered as pre-orders. We only put up about 50% of the incoming stock as pre-orders, so that way if some get damaged, we have plenty to cover it, and whatever's left will go live on the site when they arrive. So if you don't pre-order, you still have a pretty good chance at it. Just the pre-order is kind of a way to guarantee you get one. Okay, see, I want to open a shop myself, but I want a storefront, a place for people to hang out. Yeah, so I want to do all that kind of stuff too at some point, but I also, the real driver is I am so freaking busy in the rest of my life that I can't really afford right now to be open for the hours that would make sense for that. I'd either to pay somebody and hope people take advantage of it and that it's worth it, or give up the rest of my life. But like running a dojo and teaching classes in the evening makes it very difficult to be at the warehouse in the evening and stuff like that. So visit beautiful New Hampshire and check out an awesome shop. Thanks, Xeon. Vincent Chu just bought a few SDGWH for my kids from you. Kids are watching the series on YouTube. They're so excited. Nice. BFG from P Bandai coming. I basically figure out I had to basically just be on the page when it went live and hit refresh to get it. Pretty large metropolitan area. Maybe lucrative for me to have an actual shop. Probably. You gotta look at like rent costs and stuff. Real estate is a huge overhead, like the actual rent and stuff like that for whatever space you're in. So often highly trafficked areas can be good for that kind of business because you get the foot traffic, but at the same time the rent tends to be higher, so you got higher overhead, which means you got to sell more or raise prices, and so that's pretty tough. Same with the Eclipse. I missed out on that one. The Eclipse, we were very limited how many they were going to give us, so we posted them on the Discord and did a lottery for all the people that were interested in them, so that way it wouldn't be a mad dash to who happened to be lucky to be on the site when we announced the pre-order. And so all the initial deliveries, at least for the Eclipse, are spoken for. Those we offered them all up with the asterisks of people letting people know that if things get damaged, that the people who got their orders in last and paid up last would be the people most likely to have to either receive a damaged one or opt to receive one later. Michael, Sir Nick, what's the worst kit you've ever built and why was it so bad? I really didn't like the high grade Zaku 2. It was HGUC 40. It's an old, a really old variant of the high grade Zaku. It just, articulation wasn't very good. It was kind of floppy. Didn't like it. When is the big in-person event? That is next Saturday, 2 p.m. Next Saturday, 2 to 6. There's a page on the website I should post the link here, actually, but that has all the info on that event. What do you teach at the dojo? So I teach a karate style called Kyokushin, which is a full contact system from Japan, and is actually part of why I got into the Gundam stuff, because I saw this when I was in Japan for the World Championship a few years back. Yeah, so that's what I do at the dojo. Just a small school. It's not like a big commercial operation that pays the bills or anything. It's just something I like to do, but it's a commitment I have. Passing the Eclipse, and I'm hearing that they're going to not reprint it, so I'm kind of mad I didn't get one now. You sure they're not going to reprint it? I have to imagine they're doing at least one more run if they had to pre-allocate them. When they did the PG Unleashed, it was in the same boat as being pre-allocated, and they were offering up orders for second runs like immediately, which they're not doing this time for some reason. But I have to imagine if they know it's that popular, they're going to make more. It's the Mecha Warehouse co-pilot, your number 2 for responsibility. I don't know if I really have a number 2. I guess I'd say Kate. She's the one with the most responsibility, I would suppose, for stuff. I usually hand stuff off to her, just say just do it, and she tries to ask me questions. I tell her don't ask me questions, just figure it out, because I mean like that. Hopefully one day I can go to an event not in Vegas, but first I gotta deal with immigration services. That'd be a thing. Is there going to be an MG Verka this year or a PG? I have no idea. Yeah, I can't see Bandai not reprinting a kit, since they have reprinted every kit they made at some point. Guess it'll just be a wait and see deal. They haven't reprinted the MG VO, I guess, is one that's only got one run. There are a few that are only been one and dones. Nick, what your karate style? So you train weapons as well? We technically do. We don't do it very often. There's some bow stuff, like bow staff stuff, directly in the system, but there's not that much. So I've done some. If you've seen my pictures of my setup here, I've got some Sai and Tonfa and stuff that I've messed around with over the years. There's going to be a live stream next Saturday night. I plan on it, Colin. Should be. Hopefully I'm not too exhausted after the event. If you were a pilot in G Gundam, would your Gundam do Kyokushin? That'd be dope. Yeah, I suppose it would. Gundam leg kicks all day long. Alright, Nick got the new t-shirt from Mecha Warehouse. Looks amazing. Nice, Carlos. Glad you like it. Dealer claimed they wouldn't be reprinting, but it's a standard release. It'll just take time. Yeah, I'm sure it'll come around. Watching this Karate Nerd series on YouTube, and it's very good. He's a karate nerd. He travels to places like Okinawa and trains different dojos. Very cool stuff. Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about. I don't know. He's okay. I think he's full of some weird ideas. If it's the same one I'm thinking of. I think we start to get 2 RG new kits, once with heavy weapon system and one with not. Sure. Gonna be a part of the dojo. I may have to be a part of that dojo. I might have to move. Enjoy the Core Gundam series. Build Fighters Re-Rise. Let's see. Okay, so we're like due for this first draw of the evening. So let's pick some numbers. What is our number range? We have 90, 4 prizes. Go. All right. So for this first draw, let's put a number in the chat between 1 and 1400. 1 and 1400. Remember, 1 number per person. Do not delete or change your number. And in a few minutes, we'll draw some numbers and see who wins. And also keep in mind, we only ship in the US. So if you're not in the US, you're still eligible to win, but you'll have to figure out what to do with that kit if you win, I guess. Looks like my first Supernova kit, but probably fits together better. Yeah, I think probably. I haven't done the Supernovas. Those look really cool too, though. Nick and Mecha Fam, happy Saturday, everybody. Just play some more for the MG Quant Full Saber. Nice. Enjoy. What's up, Melina? Planning on adding an account feature on the website to make checking out faster. See all current past orders. At some point we might. Crazy Rabbit, this is another question we get all the time. I have to really look into it and make sure that we're, like, I don't want to store customer info like credit cards because of the risk of, you know, if something gets hacked or something. So I got to look into all that stuff and figure it out someday when I have enough time to spend more than 3 minutes on it. Folks just merely made it. Having just left work, nice random hero. But good, but you need a pin vise to open the holes. Better for the pegs. Yeah, whatchamacallit, I think that's pretty standard with third-party kits to have some stuff they could do better on, or that isn't always the tightest. No account feature. I don't think people need to be reminded about how much they buy. There's always that too. If you want plausible deniability about how much you spend when your significant other asks, then you might not want an account. You know, if you're getting any Gundam Abyss in, I don't think I have any on order. Still at work, but been here since 8 a.m. Shop Pay makes checking out really fast. If you have an account with them, it saves all the payment info so the retailer doesn't have to. It's a good point. Supernova kits are good looking, but not new builder friendly. They take a bit of glue and spots to hold things together. Security is always a gamble. Even companies like Blick recently got hacked. Yeah, everybody gets hacked. Consider making an FAQ for the website. That's actually in progress. I've got a draft. I just need the time to get it edited and posted. You able to get things from Zero Gravity, or do you ever consider? I want to. I need contact info for them, actually. I haven't had a chance to dig deep enough to find who to talk to at Zero Gravity. Lucky it's the end of the night. I'm almost finished. Nice, James. Okay, so I'm gonna call time. And we're gonna draw 4 numbers. So first one will be for the Leo NPD. So number 65 for the Leo NPD. Number 422 for the RG Wing 0 EW. Number 155 for the Infinite Justice. And number 84 for the Cerebus Black. So if you guys want to check those numbers for me and see if anybody won, I'll confirm. And we'll figure that all out. Interesting, we got much lower numbers this time around. Pat Morris, sounds like you need an assistant. I really do. How many prizes are there? There are 4. Numbers are 65, 422, 155, 84. Yeah, all low numbers this time. Everyone sending good vibes to all. Good luck winning the kits. Remember to hit that like button. Thanks, Ian. B22. How's it going, everyone? What's everyone getting into tonight? What's up, Sean? Don't put any faith in PayPal if you have any legitimate concern, i.e. a scam. They side with the known scammers. Got sent masks when I ordered a Gunpla kit. Absolute garbage company. Ooh, Heavyarms Custom, great kit. Yeah, I enjoy the Master Grade Heavyarms kits. I'm looking forward to building the others at some point. The E-Gel unit, and probably building another instance of this one and painting it or something. I guess nobody's checking numbers, or nobody won. Those they make dark matter a color swap for the amazing Exia. I am not sure. What kit are you working on? This is the MG Heavyarms Custom. It's the P Bandai version of the MG Heavyarms. Let's see any winners. Okay. What were the winning numbers? So one more time. 65, 422, 155, and 84. We are all losers in our own way. It's beautiful. Exactly. We're 22 and 65 or neg. But yeah, back on the subject of an assistant, I really do need an assistant. I think that's what ultimately the customer service person, the customer experience specialist as we're calling it, is going to kind of end up being, in that anything that could be customer facing that I can hand off, I probably will try to hand off, you know, other than like shooting videos and stuff like that. But a lot of the grunt work that I do, making sure listings are good and stuff like that, would be much better done by somebody that can take their time and do it between answering customer service requests and stuff. We didn't have a 154, we had a 155. Does a customer experience job need to be someone in New Hampshire? Not necessarily in New Hampshire, but they got to be able to commute to be at the warehouse. So they could live somewhere else, I suppose, if they are willing to commute to the warehouse. But I need somebody who can physically be there. Okay, about 155 is next. So it sounds like we got no winners. Oh, I'm supposed to do this part first. That's, of course. Boom. There we go. So we have a foot. Okay. Ankle time. Darn, I'm in Tampa. I have 10 years on the phone customer service / IT support. Yeah, unfortunately, I need someone here. And the main reason I need somebody here is not just because, like, I just feel like having somebody here. It comes down to being able to do stuff like running over to find out if something is, if the inventory numbers are off when somebody says they got shipped the wrong item, or if somebody has a question about a product that might require actually looking at the product. It'd be a lot easier to be able to do that if you can run over and do that. And if you got to call up somebody else who's in the warehouse to do it, you're not actually taking that workload off of somebody else. Hey Nick, how far to re-rise are you? Still enjoying it? We completed it a while ago. We've been done with that for a little bit. RG win crossbone today at IPMS show, so if I win the RG wing, I'll ask for a redraw or listen to sad stories. Nice. Which IPMS show was that? Okay, F. Order F. Opinions on the Digimon kits. I haven't built any, and I've never was really into Digimon, so I don't know if I really have an opinion. Going Death Site for Mecha Warehouse this week. Love the new sticker. Thanks, Adam. These are cool. My favorite is Unit 00. Gonna decal or paint these kits. This one's gonna be top coat, panel line, water slides, but not painted. I've got another one that I'll probably build and paint someday, but that'll be a project for another day when I've had a chance to make this build a little less familiar by not having just finished it. North Kansas, nice. I've been thinking a lot this past week about SCGMC. That's the big Gundam model show out in whatchamacallit, in Southern California in November. Thinking about flying out for that. Flights don't look too bad, so I'm trying to figure out what else I need to figure out before going out there. Of the Prison City chapter show. That's kind of a funny nickname. You're coming in late. How y'all doing? What's up, MWG? Nick, I'm ready to watch you build a Dodge you got in your backlog. I wouldn't mind building that one, actually. That one's a pretty cool looking kit from everything I've seen. That might not be a bad one to build in the near future. What Gundam show is this? Re-Rise you're talking about? Putting together Build Strike full packet real grade. Full packet, that must be a autocorrect or something. I don't know what full packet means. Full package? Nikki, would you go to NYCC or SDCC? Maybe. Those would be interesting. I have experience with those metal etch add-on kits that Nick is selling. I haven't used any of those yet. I'm sure somebody has, though. Anyone have experience with those metal etch add-on kits that Nick is selling? Sorry, I read that already. Met a West Coast Uncommon Gunflow content creator yesterday. Cool. Built the MG Barbatos kit. That looks super fun. I haven't. I think I have one on my backlog, though. That's one that just, like, randomly landed there because we had some damaged at one point. I was like, yeah, I kind of want to build one at some point, so I grabbed it. Leavenworth Federal Prison and 2 other jails as well. I knew about Leavenworth, but I didn't know there were 2 other jails there, too. It seems... This is a lot of prison. It's an interesting thing for a place to be known for, I guess. Nick, you don't have anything set up for a Mecha Warehouse through Amazon like a store? I do not. So we sold through Amazon when we got started, but I stopped all that because it's like impossible to make money on there. Basically, because the markup is so much. It's not worth the effort to send stuff in. Amazon's cut's just way too high in my opinion. And they ship stuff horribly. Nice town though, that's funny. Any kits, the box messed up. Better a few bucks less. We sell our dings and dents on the Discord via a lottery, so we draw winners for damaged stuff on the Discord, we usually do like a different thing every day during the week. So if you're on the Discord, take a look at that. We just did a bunch of Sazabis from that big Sazabi shipment that were dinged up boxes. This is a great build, especially with the upgrades. I'm mad I missed out on the P Bandai Black Edition of Barbatos. You can always paint one that way though. Watching One Piece again lately. I built any of those One Piece kits and want to recommend me a good one. Interesting. I haven't built any of those either. They look kind of interesting. I never really watched One Piece though, so I'm not super drawn to the One Piece kits. Second painting still strong, water slides. Live 10 saving on Sazabi. Yeah, great kit to use the savings on. The reason to buy Pla on Amazon, free shipping versus markup isn't very justifiable. Is it the potential for greater variety? I think it's mostly because people don't know. I bought stuff on Amazon when I first got into the hobby before I realized that the prices weren't necessarily better. Selection wasn't necessarily better, and a lot of the sellers either ship stuff weird or Amazon ships stuff weird. Or you're buying stuff like shipped from Japan or something. It's just not necessarily the best deal. Do you sponsor any YouTube gunpla builders, if any? So we've got, I guess, technically 3. One's been inactive and only actually has one YouTube thing. So he started off of YouTube. But the 2 more active ones are Gunpla University and Justinius Builds, are both sponsored by Mecha Warehouse. I miss the old way dings and dents were done. Remember this, some days just sitting around and get that notification from Discord would get my hype. The good old days. Amazon Gunpla market is trash now. What was your first ever kit? RX-78 HGUC 191, the RX-78 Revive. A kit shipped in a plastic bag that came with so much water damage and broken parts from Amazon. Nice. How does shipping stuff work when you sell through Amazon? Oh, well, so if they ship it themselves, who knows what they're going to do to it. We had them fulfilling orders for us when we first started the online shop thing. That they would ship kits and bags and pouches and stuff. And I remember distinctly one of the first kits I bought through Amazon was the MG Heavyarms, and it was just wrapped in brown paper and shipped internationally from Japan. I was surprised it showed up in as good a condition as it did, but not quite the thing you were hoping for when you bought it. At least not what I was hoping for when I bought it anyway. Pretty cheap Barbatos on Amazon for $3 because the box was destroyed, but the kit was fine. There's definitely deals to be had on there sometimes, but that's that trade-off of who knows how things are going to show up that I think is the biggest turnoff. It'd be hard if I had something shipped like that. Yeah, it was not cool. Happened twice now that Amazon has sent me the wrong kit. First was a Zegok when I ordered a Schwab Grays, and then an HG Red Astray when I ordered the RG. Yeah, ouch. They come from Japan and they're alright. The price Amazon puts in. But I'm not into. People in the stream comment how many kits you've built. Mine is 15. That's a good, interesting question. My aunt bought me kits for Christmas off Amazon. I hated knowing they overpaid for them. Yeah, that's rough. I think it's mostly people who don't know what they're doing. Like, was the case for me when I bought my first kits off Amazon. There's definitely tons of better options out there. So it's like no oversight in Amazon. I bought maybe 10 things off Amazon in the last 10 years, mostly bulk drafting supplies. I mean, there is. It's just there's not much that there's not much I could do. I complained about the pouch thing multiple times before I just said screw it and decided to start shipping out of my house, which was ultimately a good decision to make. But they just, I don't know, they don't get it. Wife and I plan on going to Japan next year. I might be buying, shipping a bunch of models back. Not things that I can get through my warehouse. Yeah, there's a lot of like Gundam-based stuff that when I get over there, finally, I plan on trying to get as souvenirs or something. Good experience with Amazon until yesterday. Got the double fin funnel from the seller there. Came in a padded manila envelope, minor damage to the box, and it was taped. Scotch tape. Ouch. Alright, so we got a foot, we got an ankle. And let's do our second draw. So do I calculate this again? So we've got 4 prizes, 90 viewers. All right, so let's put a number in the chat this time between 1 and 700. Number in the chat between 1 and 700. One number per person. Do not delete or change your number. And I'll draw in a minute. Remember, I only ship to US addresses. Good luck, everyone. And hopefully give away some of the stuff this time. Okay, now upper leg, XB again. $14, $15, and $19. Range 1 in 700. Anyone see the collab release Nike did with Unicorn and Banshee? I've heard about it. I haven't actually seen it, but so I've heard people talking about it. From what I tell, the kits are standard, but the decals are Nike related, plus they come in a shoe-like box. Waterside decals, fun or not fun, and why? They're definitely fun. I like adding detail to my kits. I enjoy that process, and I think water slides aren't that hard to do once you get the hang of it. I practice grabbing and painting on e.g. Granddaddy and 30-minute Alto. Very fun and rewarding. Nice. A little embarrassed at how much I like the Nike Gunpla boxes. That's funny. Uniqlo is a version of the Grandpa. They definitely do. I think we gave away a couple Uniqlo ARC 78s on some previous streams that were donated for the stream giveaways. Pretty cool. You seen the HGC Lotto Twin set? That thing's small. Those are small. Have we had those before? I've seen them, I think. It's like a normal high grade box, but it comes with 2 of them, I think. Better to try to always start with the mayonnaise first. Man, some things will never be forgotten. I feel like there's like 2 to 4 Mecha Warehouse like inside jokes that are never going away. Okay, so time has been called. Let's draw numbers. So first one for the HG Leo NPD will be number 666. What are the odds? Next up, the RG Wing Gundam 0 190. The Infinite Justice will be 453. And the Cerebus Black is number 82. So yeah, for number 666, 190, 453, and 82. Let me know if anybody is a winner and I can confirm. Let's see. One day Mecha Mayonnaise will be real and we will all rejoice. You always put gloss top coat on before applying decals? I always do. That'll be the next P-Mecha thing, will be a private label. Do a private label mayonnaise. Can't wait till you show a little light, Nick. Okay, I'll double check that win on the 666. So Nick, a little late, looking at the heavy arms coming along. Thanks, Foggy. Before we get the mayonnaise, we'll need them cookies. Yes, cookies would be good. We still gotta figure out how we would ship those. One stream where Nick just ended it by shoving a plate full of beautiful cookies in front. Good. Y'all have a good night. We'll make sure to drop a like. See you later, Connor. I don't know if you can put a light in an HG. Probably. I doubt there's a standard way to do it, but you could probably fit an LED in there. one stream that ended with Nick just ending it by shoving a plate full of beautiful cookies in front of the camera. Those are good cookies too. Okay, let's get Ryan Reynolds as a sponsor and sell like hotcakes. All right, Bibis Chang Bang. Let's see. Won the HG Leo. So Bibis sent me a DM or an email, nick@mechawarehouse.com, with your info, and we'll get that kit out to you this week. And we'll draw for these other 3 remaining prizes in a little bit. So how do we get a chance to win? Guessing you already explained everything. Jeff, so what we do is periodically throughout the stream, we ask people to put a number in the chat. And then we draw a number. So we've got 3 prizes left. We will be asking for numbers again in a little bit. Any great restocks and new stuff this week. Glad I jumped on a full armor Thunderbolt. Glad you got one. I was excited to get those in. The Thunderbolt Gundam finally sold out. Yeah, they sold out sometime last night, I think. I was surprised they lasted that long, actually. I was surprised that any of those really had any stock left today, but some of them do last I checked. I think they're going to sell it by today. A lot of these restocks that Thunderbolt order was supposed to show up November last year, so the quantities that were ordered were November 2020 quantities, not September 2021 quantities. If we placed that order again today, it would have been like 4 times as many. So a lot of these orders that are coming in that were supposed to come in a while ago are not coming in with the kind of quantities we'd like, and therefore they sell out super fast. We're just growing too fast to really predict how many we need by the time they actually come in. Nick, do you collect any other things beyond Gunpla, example starships, figures, video game memorabilia, etc.? So the only thing that I guess I'd say I collect is I got some hat pins that I've been collecting since I was a teenager, which is part of why I wanted to do the Mecha Warehouse pin. I think those are arriving next week, by the way. So those pre-orders will be shipping out soon. I've got a few other random little things, but nothing that I like have multiples of or any sort of real serious collection. I guess I got some inbox Transformers from way back when too, but those were a gift and not really me actively collecting. Take bets at the warehouse between the staff and how long stuff is going to last. Maybe gentlemen's bets. We don't really wager any money, but we should. How about Kotobuki restocks? What about Kotobuki restocks? Collins is lucky enough to score a Nightingale today from a local shop. Nice. GEW0, Verkaz out. Oh, wow, finally. I think we got more of those due to come in at some point, though. So glad about all the EW that came in, so I grabbed them all. Now I just got to grab the Tall Geese when it shows up. MG Deathsight, then Heavyarms to finish my EW collection. Nice. I'm good at not pre-ordering a Mega Man 0. Any of our pre-orders, if it's something we pre-ordered that they ran out, then we probably have more coming than what we had available for pre-order. So there might still be an opportunity to grab one. Gotta take off. Sorry I couldn't stay for the whole thing. See you later, Skazer. Thank you for stopping by. So kits, are they still in stock? We don't have any in stock, but they're up on pre-orders. I think they all still have pre-order available. or the pre-orders are still available. I struck out new. I went with the last Sandrock. Nice. Is your staff getting discounts or free kits for so many hours of work? We have a very, very solid employee discount. Definitely makes it harder to make excuses for not buying the things you want. Okay, so I need XB5. And I need XB3. That's good. I think it's good to have discount plus work and fulfill everyone's wishes. I mean, it makes up for my current inability to pay them like $1 million an hour or whatever. That's not exactly a super high-paying job working in the warehouse, but you probably, if you buy a lot of stuff and you're big into the hobby, you're probably netting out the same as if you were getting paid a lot more an hour. Take pre-orders for the Liger Zero X Armor? I think so. I don't think those pre-orders have sold out. It'll say on the website if it's not on the listing, if you can't place an order. So that's all about anyway. Yeah, I think working at Mecha Warehouse, especially as a part-time job, is more, I mean, not entirely, obviously people want to make money, but I guess you could ask like Orion and Dylan if you ever talk to them, but I think it's more about working related to something that's fun and you're passionate about than anything. And it kind of makes up for the, you know, startup, lower wages kind of deal, especially for a part-time position. I think our full-time positions are going to be much closer to, I feel like, market. I think we're actually not doing that bad from what I've heard, but I think that's very important. I mean, that's why I do, is because I enjoy it. It's not because I'm making bank right now. Someday, hopefully, I'll be making good money, but right now it's because I can enjoy it. Just checking in after a while. What's up? What's up, Dennis D? Jared, I worked at a comic shop for years. It was a ton of fun, but didn't pay the bills. I kept it super part-time for the discount, though. Yeah, I think people, a lot of those kind of game stores, hobby stores, for part-time people especially, I think you need to pay well enough if it's a full-time job, because you obviously have to make your money there. If it's a full-time job, you can't make it somewhere else and then just work a few extra hours on the side. But for part-time job, it's like your hobby money, basically. You're spending money, and then the discount is a pretty good deal. Family restaurant has been paying for my Gunpla since 01. Okay, so this goes here. I love the articulation in the legs on these things. Worked at a hobby shop as a kid. It wasn't the kind of cool one with Gunpla model trains, cars, RC though. It's still pretty cool. It's a cool job, especially as a teenager. And Nick, any update on when you get the Mandalorian pre-orders in? Not any newer than whatever was listed on the website. Fun time's another story. Time is always hard. It's the juggling, games workshop, disc golf, hero clicks, and some card games and board games. Kind of nice. And Nick, you can tell you hit the Makiwara bag a few times in your life. Yeah, my knuckle on this hand is especially big, and that's actually from, it's not from a Makiwara, actually. That was from a failed demonstration a few years back. Concrete block on grass, didn't want to budge because I was not aware enough at the time about the surface I was on, unfortunately. Going to 3D printing withdrawal. Can't print with work from home as the space I use is occupied by my work rig when I go back on bases. And Weapon Central, nice. I remember about Toys R Us. I definitely remember Toys R Us. Will work for Gal Googs. Okay, so next up I need XB4. Concrete said not today, Nick. Yeah, pretty much. That knuckle's been bigger than the other one ever since. Whoops. You think of Target stocking Gundam? I think any of these big box stores stocking the stuff is actually a great thing because for the most part, I don't think hardcore buyers are going to buy their stuff there. They don't tend to have a super diverse selection. But it's kind of cool as a gateway for people to get into the hobby. So I think it's good overall. And then a lot of those people will hopefully realize that there's other options out there and then end up coming to a place like Mecha Warehouse for stuff. What pads are you using to sand off nub marks? These are just 3M sanding sponges. But there's tons of different options out there. I only have these ones because I bought them early on in my hobby journey and have so many of them that will take me a while to run out. Get my 7-year-old daughter in the hobby. She's working on an HG Creeply. Nice, Dozer. Okay, where was the thing? I used to get Gunpla there. Nice. There goes my gateway, and then I found business like Mecha Warehouse. See, so there's at least a few examples of that. Same thing with like Hobby Lobby, and I'm not sure what other big box stores are carrying that stuff, but I think it's overall good. I don't think they'll ever fully compete. I could be wrong though. Target used to have Zoids over a decade ago. Got me started. Nice. Legos are great. All this Lego talk is great. Anybody watching Lego Masters? That reality show on Fox. They're at season 2 now. Taking a bunch of people and have them build Lego stuff as like weekly challenges or whatever. I love that show. Like watching it with the family. Because I was definitely hardcore into Legos as a kid. My son loves Legos. And it's kind of super cool idea for a show. Really kind of gunpla because I was very bored at work one day and remembered my childhood love of building Zoids kits. Nice. Lego Masters is great. My son loves it. Great show. It's definitely a good one, and I like it partially because the drama is like fun family drama like they create kind of funny, like fake drama a little bit, but it's not like some of these reality shows where they're like constantly at each other. I hate watching that stuff. Which is good for family watching too. Got a couple from Fred Myers in the early 2000s. I don't even know what that is. First gun pose a level 5 Heavyarms back when America raided them that way. Old school. My ex-wife was one of the first employees at Legoland in Carlsbad. I remember her nailing it home. They're called Lego bricks. Lego is the brand name. There is no S. We all say it wrong though. And probably always will. This piece to stay. There we go. Okay, PC7 and XB6. Make the third place build from the finale at Display at Legoland. Very impressive, nice. Saying Gundam wrong, apparently it's pronounced Transformers. I'm sorry, but not allowed. I was at school, and after the first playing it, we had to go back to homeroom, and my body just sat there. It built a duplicate he had brought to school. Crazy. If there's Evangelion Funko Pops, we need Gundam Pops. That'd be cool too. It's a brightest day. I don't remember Connects. I definitely remember Connects. Got some Connects in the other side of the room, I think. Kids been playing with them. Kneecap gimmick is genius. Buster gun is the same. Great posability. It's really cool. I like when they got the pistons and stuff in there. XB6. What's up, G-Ming? I'm starting the Yakushiki 2.0 now, nice. How about Constructs? I remember Constructs. Those are cool too. I feel like those are more obscure. I feel like Connects are more popular than Constructs. Lego more popular than Connects. And Nicholas New, what's up, Fabio? With my SSG Gogeta kit, nice. How was it? I've yet to build any of those like figurized kits, but they look kind of interesting, a little bit different. Structs were far superior. Chrome silver Gundam markers really nice for putting under clear parts. Oh, that's cool. Does it get a better like chrome metallic type finish than like a regular Gundam marker? I haven't had a chance to play with those. I imagine they're supposed to be better. Go. That leg bend is just awesome. Okay. God, these legs are so complex. I'll be working on legs for like 3 days. Tons of leg day. Need more ball kits. Wonder if I'd have to sell a kitty to get a hold of the 7-Eleven ball twin set. Probably. The reason as to why Gundam markers are more expensive than normal markers. I mean, they're a paint marker, so you got to compare them to paint markers, I think. Okay. E15 and 16. F21 times 2. Can't touch it or top coat it though, because then it fogs up. Nick, what are you doing with the PGGP01? I plan on top coating, panel lining, and decaling like I'm planning on doing with this kit. I just needed a long break after the snap build of that, since I worked on it for so long. I'll get around to it one of these days. Hopefully at some point I'll be able to get my off-stream building hours back up and get caught up on more of that stuff. Best advice for a beginner panel liner? I mean, I don't know if there's any really crazy advice that hasn't been said, but I guess if you don't know anything, I like the markers as a gateway into panel lining. You use like the Gundam panel lining marker, run it through, let it dry a little bit, and then I like the white erasers to clean it up. You can use that to get any excess that didn't go into the line itself. And it's pretty easy. Somebody announced a remake of KOTOR, but can we get some Jade Empire love? Best advice is slow and steady. It's not bad advice. Let's say anything model building though is take your time. I think I was really late today. I went to the arcade. What's up, Henry? Hope you had fun at the arcade. Working my repaired contest origins. Cool, Craig. Mechanical pencils. Pencils are a good option too. I'm gonna put up that third draw soon. is hard to clip afterwards, like the marker's better. Yeah, the Tamiya panel accent is good. I've never used that. I use a different wash, but it's definitely a little bit trickier to clean up. And you got to be careful about doing it on bare plastic, because it, from what I hear, can eat the plastic a little bit, which is not ideal. Great, real touch, or is there a different marker I should look for? And what white erasers? Any white erasers is just like a engineering eraser, probably Stadler, whatever the name of that company is. I had this from college. But I like the marker I use is like this is a GM02. I think the GM01 and 03 are the other two colors. Speaking of Perry, I got my shirt today. Nice, James. Okay, let's put the next number up to draw. So let's calculate that range. We've got 100. We've got 3 prizes left, and we're really close to the end here. So let's put a number in the chat this time. Speaking of the eraser, is it a pencil? Yes, just a normal pencil eraser. White pencil eraser. So let's put a number in the chat between 1 and 300 this time. 1 and 300. Remember, 1 number per person. Do not delete or change your number. And I only ship to US addresses, so keep that in mind. And I will call time in a moment, and we will draw some prizes. Hopefully give away the rest of these 3 items, or at least some of them. Yeah, this might... feels like I won't have this leg done today, which is a little bit annoying. I'm lagging? Could be. I think the stream is healthy as best I can tell. But everyone that started throwing numbers before he gave the range. You must be lagging then, Riakath. While we're waiting to draw these, this number here, anybody on here planning on coming to the open house / builder showcase next week, next Saturday? So 1 to 300 people throwing over 300. Yeah, people don't always listen. Welcome to the Mecha Warehouse, home of premonitions. I saw a few numbers before the final range was finished. For 3 of us to put 77. Nice. Well, if the multiple people have the same number, we'll get to flip a coin or deconflict that. Up to you, but I'm too many states away. That would be a long drive for me. If only I did live in Ohio. Yes, I'm one very excited 6-year-old. Be there in spirit. Spirit's better than not at all. Looking forward to bringing the experience to everybody via the vlog a week or so, maybe after the event. So if you don't make it, keep an eye out for that on the channel. 10 minutes up the road and out of the day free. Nice, Sean. But unfortunately, I have to be at work, and Ohio's too far from me. Duplicate numbers are okay, Jeff. If we got 2 people with the same number, I flip the Mecha Warehouse challenge coin for a winner. If we got 3 or more with the same number, we'll basically pull up a virtual die and roll it. So delay in packages because my package is held at UPS facility and was supposed to be delivered yesterday. Where are you? It depends. There's definitely been shipping delays certain places. We've had an incoming shipment, a couple of them delayed over a week because of the hurricane down in New York like a week or 2 ago. Should live stream the event so we can watch it. I'd like to. I'll probably try to hop on Instagram Live if I can. It's really hard to live. You're basically just going to see a bunch of people walking around because I can't get cameras everywhere. And without having somebody who can just kind of sit and monitor the stream, that's going to be kind of tough. But definitely watch the Mecha Warehouse Instagram page, because I will probably pop on once or twice to say hello and walk around the event and stuff. Okay, so time is called. Let's pick some numbers. The Detroit Harris, that's a drive. CA. Okay, so 1 in 300. We got 3 prizes left. So first up, number 27 for the RG Wing Gundam Zero. Number 74 for the Infinite Justice. And it's 283 for the Cerebus file. 27, 74, 283. Please take a look, see who might have won, and if somebody won, let me know, and I'll confirm. Put a phone in somebody's shirt pocket to walk around. That's an idea. I'll definitely pop on the Instagram at least like early on or towards the end. I might even have, when we do like the speed build contest, maybe I'll have somebody just hold my phone or something. Beat 18 and 12 and A30. If you are coming and you're thinking about participating in that speed build contest, bring nippers too, because I will not have nippers for everyone. That mean we got no winners? The speed build just ripped the parts off the runners. That's an option. I think nippers are still faster, probably. Let's see if I get I-95, drive north for 16, 18 hours, I'll be there. There you go. See, that's the spirit. That's the kind of dedication we need, Puppet Armory. Use your teeth. I'm definitely not going to recommend using your teeth. That's probably hazardous to your health. No winners. Wow. We will draw again right around the end. And we'll have a very small number range this next time. And we'll draw several times if we have to. At least twice. We'll call it a day. You guys have a good night. Enjoy the stream. Thanks, Mr. Outside. Have a good evening. God-given nippers. Instead of God-hand nippers. God-teeth nippers. I cut a bit in the ball joint while working on the Eldora Brute. Now the foot won't place. Bummer. Need some like putty or something and build that that ball back up. There are no dentists in the stream. Spent a whole day at Epcot and Disney, so I head off to get some rest. Good night all. Thanks for being my sound as I drove home. No problem. Have a good evening. Who won? No winners on the 3 that we just drew for. We had a winner earlier for the Leo NPD, but apparently none of the numbers came up, so we'll be drawing again for all 3 of those remaining prizes in a little bit. Those funny looking nail clippers you have on the site, they aren't a bad option. They don't leave stress marks. I was impressed. Oh, cool. I figured at minimum those are really good like travel nippers if you're ever flying, because I'm pretty sure you could pass them off as nail clippers in your toiletry bag. TSA is not going to bat an eye at it, but they might bat an eye at some regular nippers maybe. Much less likely to lose them while you're traveling. Want to cut all the pieces out and bake them in a pile in the oven, then post it online and drown in the tears of the haters. Do you sell kits at the warehouse, or is it all just shipping? So we don't have any point of sale, no cash register or anything like that, but people can local pick up their orders. Someday we might offer the ability to like shop in the warehouse like a normal store, but I think that's a little ways off. One of these is not the right piece. That's my 18. I need 12. Why did I not get 12? That was dumb of me. Once you're doing so, could you use a Cash App or use one of those money transfer methods? So it's not so much that I can't do it, Jeff. There are ways to plug in directly to do like cash register point of sale stuff. It's more the fact that inventory is so variable that if you walk in, pick something up off the shelf, it might not actually be available. It could have been sold hours earlier online and just be in queue for packing, which creates an interesting conundrum, as well as items that come in are on the shelf and are not technically available yet because they're not on the website yet. And so those are the main reasons why we can't do like normal shopping in the warehouse yet. I think that the game plan will be to have like a showroom with some inventory earmarked for in-person sales, and we'll just restock that as necessary for people that want to come in and shop in the store like a normal store. Playing for a D&D Gunpla mashup, and I was hoping to buy a few Leo. You put some clear resin as a gelatinous cube. Nice. Okay, B15 and 19 now. Whoops. Or if we got Mecha Warehouse action bases, 1 free with each order. That would be nice. Probably not going to happen. For platforms like mine, you may have some third-party integrated apps that can help with the inventory separation. Yeah, there's definitely ways to separate it. I think we would just declare the shopping part, the showroom, so to speak, would be just another location essentially in the system, and that would allow us to manage inventory back and forth. But it's still it's a lot of extra work for probably not a lot of business right now, and we're just trying to do what we can to keep as many people happy and provide the best experience we can. So we'll avoid it for the time being, and then when we've got the space and the manpower to go there, then we'll look at it. What's up, MG Hobby Stuff? What's happening? I blacked out. Same thing that was happening probably before you blacked out. Mecha Warehouse carry the action basic and hold PGs. Need one for my old Mark II. I don't think there is a special action base for PGs. And sidelining inventory like that can turn into a pain on top of existing shortages. Right. It's just until our supply and inventory makes sense. Like, there's a lot of factors. There's a ton of stuff I want to do, but a lot of it just doesn't make sense until it makes sense. That's a lot of extra work and potential hassle for not a ton of gain, considering local orders are such a small percentage of what we do right now still. I played the 5th. The other 4/5 was definitely alcohol. Would you use to keep your runners in order and organized? So traditionally, I've just, stacked them up basically, or put them in a box. But I've been using lately these the tag art runner holders that we've got recently. They're distributed by Gun Primer, and they're kind of cool. I'm not sure how much I like them yet. I gotta try the little stickers that you're supposed to put on the feet, and there's some other things I could do to make them more stable, because my main complaint is that they are not the most stable things. But they basically sit on the bottom of the runner like this and hold it up. They got little slots so you can put identifiers on them, and you can kind of organize them anyway. A lot of locals still go to Nashua a lot as well, not realizing you're so close. Probably. I'm realizing more and more there's just a lot of people that don't know we exist, period. And I haven't done a ton of just local targeted marketing. So there's some chicken and egg stuff there too. It'll get better over time, and it'll all make sense. I don't like them because they don't fit all my sprues size-wise. Yeah, I had to trim off some little things on some of these nippers to get them to fit. Or not the nippers, the runners, to get them to fit okay. They seem like an okay solution, but I'm not sold that they're the best possible solution. Any chance of carrying high Q tools in the near future? Maybe. There's a lot of lines I want to add. There's some cash flow concerns with adding too much stuff too soon, especially considering how much Bandai stuff you have on order, if you end up getting any substantial amount of that. and just space. The warehouse is definitely getting cramped. So I need to look into getting more space before we add too much new stuff. You could slots into a cardboard box. Sure. Area ML, I think you are way behind on the stream right now. So if you see this, you might want to hit that button to get caught up. If you happen to know anything about Suji Burrito, if they're still planning on making BMC chisels, I don't know much. I got in touch with them back last year to carry their stuff, and they had told me that they would get in touch with me when they're ready to start fulfilling orders. They're having supply issues or something. They never got back in touch with me, and I haven't tried all that hard to get back in touch with them because I've been so busy and occupied with everything else. I'm not sure if they are still making stuff. I don't know that I've seen their stuff pop up anywhere else. So they might still be kind of out of the game, trying to figure out their supply chain, or maybe they went under. I don't know if anybody knows. But the stock Gaia Notes paints, especially the special edition paints like Virtual On, Evangelion, etc. I want to carry Gaia Notes for sure. It's another one of those supply and logistics things. It's just a matter of time. So at some point in the next, I don't know, year or so, hopefully sooner. Okay, well, looks like we'll get at least this upper leg armor on, and then we might have to finish the hip joint and the missile packs next week. What music is this? It's so chill. This is, it's playing from Pretzel Rocks. This song is called Last Stand by Utho Riley. U-T-H-O. When you're building, do you panel line as you go and add details? Did you wait till it's finished to take it apart and do detailing? Usually I go as I go. My marker ran out and I've been behind on getting a replacement. I need to remember to grab one next time I'm at the warehouse. Okay, B4 and B8. Maybe I'll get the hip joint too, we'll see. You get Taco Bell today, Nick? I did. Reusing the cup. Nice cup for water. Who won the giveaway? Someone won the first draw. We haven't given away the other 3 prizes yet, though. So we'll be doing that next draw very shortly. Or over the last draw, rather. Important class, you should go online and read over a couple of manuals and imagine building it. Nice. That's definitely some dedication right there. I used to just play games online when I was bored in class. Those went together pretty fast. All right. Okay, so let's do our final draw for the night. We've got 94, 95 people watching. One more draw. So let's put a number in the chat this time between 1 and 95. 1 and 95. One number per person. Do not delete or change your number. There's going to be probably a whole bunch of duplicates in terms of numbers. If we have any, we will deconflict it with the coin toss, because that's always fun. And yeah, we'll draw in a few minutes. And I think I'm going to do these last few parts for this page. So I need B14. And then I need XB 17 and 18. What's the range? Scale this time. 1 to 95. 17 and 18, right? Yes. And then finally, I need PC 9. Should go back to our number ranges, starting with low numbers, or not low numbers, but starting at random starting points, like that one time. Bots won't know what to do. I used to think that was so much fun. Like broke everybody's brain. Finish these parts and then I'm going to do my draw, and I think we'll call it a night. I think we got at least two more streams in us for this kit, I think. articulation. Foot on there too, sweet. So got to add the missile pods next time, and then start on leg number 2. This last number range cutoff was 1 number lower than the number I've been using all night. Nice. Okay, let's get on track here, Nick. Okay, so I'm gonna call time. So 1 to 95 is the range. So first one, number 59 for the RG, Wing Gundam 0 EW. Number 89 for the Infinite Justice, and number 63 for the Cerebus. So let's do this. I'm going to search for these real quick. No 59. How did no 89? No 63. Is that true? No wins? I'm gonna pick 3 more numbers, I think. What are the chances no one wins? I'm not sure what the chances are. Who's the mathematician in the room? Okay, I'm going to draw 3 more numbers against this range then. Glory of the Losers right here. So, number 23 for the Wing Gundam 0. Number 91 for the Infinite Justice. And number 15 for the Cerebus. Okay, we got it at 23. Julius Serrano, it looks like, is our winner of the Wing Gundam 0. Looks like we've got no winners for the 91, so the Infinite Justice is still for grabs. And the Cerebus is Luis Cortez. Luis Cortez. So, Julia Serrano and Luis Cortez, send me a DM or email Nick at mechawarehouse.com with your info. We're going to roll over the Infinite Justice since no one won it even with the extra roll. So we'll roll that one over for next week. We should have some other great prizes in the pool for next week as well. But we did give away 3 items. So congrats to all our winners. Thank you everybody for stopping by and hanging out. It was I enjoyed the stream tonight. I hope you guys did as well. It's always great hanging out with all you, and it's consistently humbling that you guys choose to spend your time, and that many of you choose to spend your money with Mecha Warehouse. I really, really appreciate all of you. Looking forward to next week. We'll be back working on this kit. If you're local, I hope to see you at the open house next Saturday at 2 at the warehouse. And yeah, I don't think there's anything else to say. Don't forget that Live 10 code. get the screen back up here. That Live 10 code is still good for a little while longer, so if you're thinking about grabbing something, take advantage of that code. Please like the stream, and see you all next week. Night all.